morning to one and all. Okay, so very good evening to one and all. So here today we are going to have a beautiful discussion on the concept of health and how we are going to connect these informations. So how the in what way so this particular health is being visualized from the point of the present day, and there are certain information that are being told in the Ayurveda. How we are going to interconnect these different information that we are going to learn today, right? So before going into this particular subject proper, uh, so we are going to have the right. So whenever if you say about the concept of health, so it is the relative term whenever if you consider. That means relative in the sense it will be different for different individuals. Some persons may have the total, the overall health as such, that may be only related to physics or physical health. That means normal functioning with different body systems they may consider. Whereas some other persons may consider even the mental aspects also. Some others will consider even the emotional aspects also. Some other consider even the spiritual aspects also. So, like this, all these aspects that is being considered as the concept of a health as such. Before going into the subject proper as such, let us discuss about the some of the basic concepts which we are going to learn. So, as usual, so first of all, if you know about the physics, chemistry, and biology, and all the information that are told in the Ayurveda, then each and every concept that is being mentioned in Ayurveda can be learned with the best understanding. Second, as such, whenever if you want to practice the or the learn the Ayurveda with deep dive informations, deep dive information, this is you are going into such a deep aspect. So that means we have to practice the concept of minimalism. Minimalism refers to we have to take one small topic and we are going to learn from multiple angles. Let us say the concept of dosha. We are going to learn from the concept from the point of Rachana Sharira point of view, from Kriya Sharira point of view, from Samhita Siddhanta point of view, from the Roga Nidana point of view, from the Rashastra Vaisheshya Kalpana point of view, from the Swasthavrita point of view, from the Dravaguna point of view, and from the Kaya Chikitsa point of view. So, like this, we are going to learn the concept of dosha from different angles. So, that is what is considered to be, in other words, to say, we are going to do the brainstorming session in relation to that particular small topic. Then, third major concept that we need to know about, that is, whenever if you want to have the deepest understanding, our Kriya Sharira knowledge should be optimum. It should be excellent. So that means from each and every corner of Kriya Sharira, we should be in a we should be excelled. So that means if you know about it, then learning Roga Nidana is not at all difficult thing. If you are knowing about each and every corner of Roga Nidana, then learning Kaya Chikitsa is not at all a difficult thing. In other words, to say, Kriya Sharira learning, extensive learning of Kriya Sharira is nothing but Roga Nidana. Then extensive learning of the uh, Roga Nidana is nothing but Kaya Chikitsa. So that is what is considered to be, whenever if you want to have a good Ayurvedic clinician, then you have to learn these aspects. Then fourth major point, whenever if you are going into the learning aspect, this not only true in Ayurveda, in any of the specialities, not only in related to health, even in related to technology or even related to sports, etc. Try to identify the patterns. When you think about patterns, in the sense they are nothing but repeatedly occurring observations. Suppose if you are observing the an event and you can identify 10 different steps, we can able to say if at all the three steps are proper, fourth step is not proper, then the next step will not be 100% proper. So the desired result may be difficult in that particular situation. Hence, identifying a pattern is of utmost importance. So then the next aspect, that is the pattern modification, is necessary. If you know about the pattern identification, pattern modification is easy and pattern creation is also easy. Let us take the example. Suppose if a person is taking 300 ml of curds, which is having amla rasa or sour taste, definitely it is considered to be responsible for the increase of pitta dosha as well as kapha dosha there. Suppose if the person is adding along with a little bit amount of salt to it, let us look into that. So the person may have an increase of pitta as well as kapha dosha there. Suppose if a person is a little bit amount of chili to that. So here in this particular occasion, if a person is continuously consuming this 300 ml of the buttermilk or the curds, which is having the sour taste, which is having the salty taste, added with chili. So here, when you look into that, the increase of the pitta dosha may be to the maximum extent, but kapha dosha will be to a little lesser extent. Suppose if a person is adding even some amount of what do you say, the asafoetida or hingu, even that may be responsible for the increase of pitta dosha also. So that means we are continuously seeing an event of consumption of 300 ml of buttermilk or the curds at night time at 10 o'clock as such. So this is an repeatedly occurring event. So that means in the future or the day tomorrow or day after tomorrow he will be doing the same. If that is the case, probably we are going to expect the pitta dosha to be increased in the body to the maximum extent. In that particular situation, pattern modification is necessary. Pattern modification means what? We have to stop this particular consumption of the sour buttermilk or the curds. Instead, he has to consume the substances which is not having either sour taste or salty taste or any of the substances which are added with chili, etc. that has to be avoided. That is the pattern, new pattern creation. So which are considered to be the main motto of this academy also. So no compromise is being considered. No compromise will be done while learning Ayurveda fundamentals here. And the next major thing that you need to follow, that is follow one mentor. So that means, so here nowadays millions of informations are available, and those all those millions of informations, so they are leading the viewer to multiple directions. If you are going in the multiple directions, so it is very difficult to move to one particular destiny, to one particular destination. So that means, so in the same way it is being considered the keeping the legs in two boats. That is the case, then there is every possibility that the person may fall in the river or the water. That is the reason follow one particular mentor. So that means if you are following one particular mentor for 3 or 4 different occasions, that means you can able to follow his past thought process, and you may predict what he may say at present, and you are going to predict what can happen in the future. This is what is considered to be the main thing that you can able to analyze that. Next thing as such, whenever if you are learning Ayurveda information, try to learn Ayurveda as Ayurveda information itself, and try to learn the Western information as Western information itself. And at multiple levels, try to connect these two informations, Ayurveda information as well as Western information. If it is possible for you to connect at regular intervals, and if it is proved to be appropriate, then it indicates that you are moving in the right direction. That is the main thing. That is the another major info that you need to about learn it. And the last major thing, that is the learning Ayurveda. How this learning Ayurveda can be done? It can be done by learning like a new language. New language in a sense, whenever if you are learning a new language, we are going to see what are the most frequently used words. Then we are going to know about what can be added, what can be this different meanings, or what is the meaning of that particular most frequently used word, in which are all the situations this particular word is used. Then we are going to add some more information, some less used words to that vocabulary, then less frequently used words. So like that, we are going to have the large number of vocabularies. In the same way, learning Ayurveda can be done. Most frequently used words, dosha, then comes jnana, then comes the dushya, then comes the srotas, srotodushti, then roga, rogi, pariksha. So like that. So these are less frequently used words. You can able to learn it. In that way, you can able to learn the Roga Nidana also. So now, what are the things that you need to know about? So that means you need to know about the deep dive learning desire. That's a formula that is MTFARD formula. For this, you need to know about my previous video. Plus, I am going to discuss this in this particular video in a little bit the major thing. Then, ability to connect the dots in between two concepts. That's also we are going to discuss two or three different concepts today. Then we need to know about Sterling forces, and we need to know about sludged blood, and we need to know about the percentage of the blood in the cardiovascular system. So that means the capillaries, they will have 7% of the blood. Veins, that may have 64% of the blood. Pulmonary circulation, that may have 16% of the blood. So like that. So these are the regarding the percentage of the blood that may be present in the cardiovascular system. Then the major thing that you need to know about the swastha and swasthya definition. As per Sushruta. Sushruta says, Samadoshaha Samagnischa, Samadhatu Malakriya, Prasanna Atmindriya Manaha, Swastha Ityavidiyate. So this is what is considered to be swastha. When do you say the particular person is swastha? Samadoshaha. So that means properly balanced functioning of dosha. Samadosha Samagnischa, properly functioning digestive fire. Samadhatu Malakriyaha. Malakriyaha. That means the Samadhatu, that means properly functioning dhatu as well as properly functioning Mala. Prasanna Atmendriya Manaha. So that means these are considered to be the that is the mental faculties. Prasanna Atmendriya Manaha, mental faculty as well as spiritual faculties. Properly, that is the functioning Atma, Indriya, and Manah. So this is what is considered to be the definition of swastha. For this, there are two different terminologies or the derivations are there. So swasthane stitaha. So that means all those different components, they are present in their own sites. So swasthane stitaha. It is being mentioned that so the Vata dosha is mainly situated in Pakvashaya. That is its normal site. If it is not present in that particular normal site, then it is considered to be abnormal. Or otherwise, the mamsa dhatu. So that is being present in between the sna, that is the twacha and the mamsa, as well as the mamsa, mamsa, uh, snayu as well as twak. If it is being present, then it is considered to be swasthane stitah. So swaparimane stitah. So that means all those the components, they are present in its normal quantity. That's also plays a major role whenever if you are defining health. So it is being mentioned in Ayurveda the Rasadhatu should be present of 9 Anjali. If it is less, then we can able to say he is not having the what do you say that the swasthata. So here we are going to know about the connecting the dots between the two different concepts, which is considered to be the need of the hour, that we are going to discuss today. Whenever when you look into the health as an ecosystem, so whenever if you look into the ecosystem, so at the most it is coming knowledge ecosystem. Knowledge ecosystem in the sense nowadays the human beings are exposed to millions of informations, maybe related to technology, or maybe related to health, or maybe related to finances, or maybe related to maintaining the relationships, or maybe related to skill development, or maybe related to business growth, or maybe related to career growth. So, like this, the knowledge ecosystem, each and every part, it's having its own impact on the development of the knowledge. So among that is knowledge in this health ecosystem is one major concern, wherein so health ecosystem is being supported by Western medicine, that is also being supported by Ayurveda, that is being supported by Siddha system of medicine, that is also being supported by Unani system of medicine, homeopathy, naturopathy and yoga, Chinese medicine, Greek medicine, etc. That is the multiple specialities are concentrating upon the maintaining the health of an individual, or otherwise if at all any kind of the illness is being present, curing the illness, or that is the main priority of any of these the health systems as such, which is categorized under health ecosystem. Then comes Ayurveda ecosystem, that is coming under the next aspect. When you coming under the Ayurveda ecosystem, so that is being supported by multiple subjects as such. So Ayurveda learning, as far as the present day curriculum, which is being learned in a matter of 4.5 years of learning, which is being divided into 1.5 years of the professional courses and 1 year of or 12 months of internship. So when you think about it, the first year wherein the fundamentals of the Ayurveda subjects are being dealt. In the second year, we are going to learn about the further aspects, fundamentals of Ayurveda, and in the third aspects in relation to the treatment aspect or the of the Ayurveda. In other words, in the first year, we are going to learn about physiology aspect. In the second year, we are going to learn the altered physiology and the some of the supporting aspects which may help in dealing with the altered physiology. And in the third year, we are going to learn about restoring the altered physiology. So that is considered to be very very important as such. Whereas when you come about Roga Nidana and Vikriti Vijnana ecosystem, which is actually being dealt in the second year as far as Ayurveda curriculum is concerned, which may be having the discussion on the dosha or Roga Marga or Pariksha or Kriya Kala or applied aspects of Roga Nidana and Vikriti Vijnana. That is multiple aspects that are going to be learned in Roga Nidana and Vikriti Vijnana. Right? Further, when you think about health as such, that is being mentioned as physical, mental, social, and spiritual. When you think about these, physical health as such, so that is what actually physical health refers to. So that means that is actually physical health that is being maintained by coordination of nearly 10 or 11 different body systems. So human body is composed of a digestive system, respiratory system, cardiovascular system, musculoskeletal system, urinary system, nervous system, endocrine system, hemopoietic system, hepatobiliary system, immune system, so like that, or the integumentary system. So these are considered to be actually responsible for the physical health of the individual. Let us take the example. For example, the digestive system. Digestive system actually it is functioning in such a way that the body, the person is going to consume substances which are not in a position to get absorbed as it is. So that means that will be in a macromolecular form, that is going to get converted into micromolecular form, and thereby that is going to get entering into the bloodstream. From there, it will be going to the heart, liver, and then to the heart, then to the different body parts. So, respiratory system, when you think about, it is actually helpful in the exchange of gases, oxygen, and carbohydrate, and some other metabolites also. In that way, so that is helping in the maintenance of ecosystem. That is physical health as such. When you think about mental health as such, so that is actually derived by one particular formula, MTFARD, wherein M refers to mindset, T refers to thought, F refers to feeling, A refers to action, R refers to result, and D refers to destiny. So, destiny, that word destiny refers to we are going to lead a life of design. If we are not having the destiny, then we have to lead a life of duty. So, here, life of duty means we are going to lead a life of design of other person. So we are not going to lead a life of design of our style. So that is what's considered to be destiny. When you think about it, so if you want to have a life of design, then you have to have a M should be correct. That is mindset should be correct. When you think about the surroundings, out of 100 people, not more than 4 people, they will be having right mindset. So, when you think about mindset means what? Most of us are having scarcity mindset, or the thing that is required is abundant mindset is very essential when you want to have a the life of design. So, abundant mindset in the sense you have to have the I would say the right value system, belief as such, and proper vision. When you think about mindset as such, basically two types of the minds are active: conscious and subconscious. It is being said that conscious mind is only up to 10% powerful, whereas subconscious mind is considered to be 90% powerful. When you want to have the life of design, then you have to have a control over subconscious mind, and this can be achieved by the what do you say that the daily basis working on the what do you say that the subconscious mind level. It is being said that it is being l it is being said in the secrets of miracle morning, secrets of miracle morning, that is being said regarding the savers technique. If you try to follow it, then you can develop the control over the subconscious mind. One more book is available in the market, that is The Power of Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. It's also very important. Or if you want to have the what do you say that the control over subconscious mind. So when you get the proper control over the subconscious mind, then the thought processes will be correct. Normally, it is being said by the scientists nearly around 64,000 thoughts are being happening or occurring in an individual in 24 hours. Among these, only 10% of the thoughts are considered to be new thoughts. Regarding the remaining 90% thoughts are repeated thought processes. So that means if you work on that, if you work on your subconscious mind, then you can have the total new thought processes that can be developed. And for that particular thought process, you have to have a right feeling. When you develop the right feeling, then you have to have the right action steps, then right result, then the destiny of your choice you can attain. Right? If these are not being functioning properly, then it is considered to be, in our way, that is being said that it is the Vata Prakriti person's behavior traits you can able to analyze, you can able to get it. If the person is having the impulsive nature because of the thought process, for example, if a person is having the seeing the car in the surroundings in the neighborhood, he immediately goes to the showroom and purchases the car, then it is an impulsive behavior. This is a very typical nature of a Pitta Prakriti person. Characteristic traits of Pitta Prakriti person. Wherein Kapha Prakriti person will be having the, what do you say, that the slower nature of working as such. That means whatever may be the thought processes also may be little bit delay, may be there in terms of implementation as such. Whereas Sama Prakriti person, actually when you think about it, he will be having a total control over one's subconscious mind. When you think about public hygiene, that is social aspect, that is public hygiene, we need to concentrate more. In terms of physical as well as mental health as such, we need to know about the personal hygiene properly. When you think about the social hygiene, we need to know about public hygiene in a better way. Further, the spiritual hygiene, when you think about spiritual hygiene, we need to know about the having a bigger vision. So that means you need to have the nowadays it is not difficult to have the, what do you say, the global village picture. So we need to think about in terms of the global vision. So that means you need to always have a five major words which are considered to be how can I help you. This will be helping you to have a spiritual vision. So now today we are going to have the some of the three few different concepts. We are going to have better understanding here. So before going into that, as usual, this is what is considered to be the concept of Roga Marga in terms of digestion as well in terms of the, what do you say, that pathogen movements. We need to know about it. So let me discuss in brief. Whenever if you look into about this particular aspect, that is gastrointestinal tract, there are basically five major compartments: mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, and large intestine. When you think about in terms of the gut transit time, so that means the presence of the food in that particular part for that particular time period. So that means, let us say the mouth, the food may remain in the mouth nearly around 2 or 3 minutes, wherein the food may remain in the uh, esophagus, that may be in few seconds. The food may remain in the stomach for a period of 2 hours. The food may remain in the small intestine for a period of 6 hours. The food may remain in the large intestine for a period of 24 to 48 hours. So, in the mouth and esophagus, the food may be considered to be macromolecular substances until and unless if a person is consuming glucose. Whereas in the stomach, there will be the transformation of macromolecules into the intermediate molecules may happen. Whereas in the small intestine and large intestine, in the small intestine, there will be the transformation of these macromolecules as well as intermediate molecules into micromolecules that may happen. And from the small intestine, that is the distal part of small intestine, what we can say in the ileum, there will be the absorption of these micromolecules that start to happen. Whereas in the large intestine, there will be the, what do you say, that absorption of some amount of the water, absorption of the electrolytes, and absorption of the vitamins, etc. So that is going to happen in the large intestine as such. So that is the stomach, small intestine, large intestine. There will be the absorption, that is the conversion of the macromolecules into micromolecules that starts to happen. So when you think about it, so the same thing from there, it will be entering into the blood, specifically from the interstitial compartment of the stomach, small intestine or large intestine. From there, it will be moving into the liver. From there, it will be entering into the inferior vena cava via hepatic vein. From there, it will be entering into the heart, right atrium, right ventricle, then pulmonary artery, left atrium, pulmonary veins, left atrium, left ventricle, and aorta, and the capillaries, and the aorta, arteries, and capillaries. In that way, that will be the movement of the micronutrients that will be starting. Similarly, the pathogens will be having the same course. That is the stasis of the pathogens that may be present in the stomach, small intestine, large intestine, which may lead to the, what do you say, that the inflammation to happen or infection to happen in the small stomach, small intestine, and large intestine. From there, these there will, because of the poor digestive fire, these macromolecules are unable to get converted into micromolecules. So that means the macromolecules they were present in the stomach, the same that may go into the small intestine, the macromolecules which are present in the small that may go into the large intestine in the same way. So that means which may lead to infection to happen either in the stomach or small intestine or large intestine. So that means from there it will be entering into the bloodstream, but here it will be not moving into the liver. So that means hepatic circulation may be from this, it may not go, so that may move via lymphatics. From there it will be moving into the thoracic duct. From there it will be moving into the superior vena cava at the junction between left internal jugular vein and left subclavian vein. From there it will be entering into the right atrium, right ventricle, pulmonary artery, left atrium, pulmonary veins, left atrium, left ventricle, and aorta and capillaries. In that way, there will be the movement of the substances that can happen. So, this is what is considered to be movement of the pathogens. In other words, it is being said, as we discussed in the concept of Roga Marga, the mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, they are categorized under Abhyantara Roga Marga. Whereas intravascular compartment, interstitial compartment, and intracellular compartment outside the bones and joints and marma, that is being categorized under Bahya Roga Marga. Whereas the intravascular compartment, interstitial compartment, and intracellular compartment inside the bones, joints, and marma, that is being categorized under Madhyama Roga. So, in other words, so the movement of the dosha as such, that is being happening from the alimentary canal to the periphery, it is considered to be pathogenic, and it is being considered to be harmful to the body. So that means this is what actually happens in cases of dhatupaka. The movement of the any kind of the pathogens that is happening from the alimentary canal to the intravascular compartment. Whereas the movement of the dosha from the intracellular compartment into the interstitial compartment, from the interstitial compartment to the intravascular compartment, from the intravascular compartment to alimentary canal, they are considered to be dosha paka, which are considered to be beneficial to the body. Whereas the further information as such, that is the movement of the dosha which is going to be happening from the alimentary canal to this, as it is considered to be harmful to the body, and it is considered as alimentary canal, that is being considered as Abhyantara Roga Marga. It is also being said that it is Koshtha. So whereas the other aspects of the human body, that is in intravascular compartment, interstitial compartment, intracellular compartment, outside the bones, that is being considered as Shakha. So that means this is the movement of the dosha from alimentary canal to this particular region, periphery, that is being termed as doshana koshthat shakha bigamana. Whereas the movement of the pathogens, that is movement is happening, moving from either intracellular compartment or interstitial compartment or intravascular compartment to this, that is considered to be doshana shakhat koshtabhigamana, right? And the nija and agantuja vikara, one major concept of nija and agantuja vikara, let me discuss today. So when you think about the concept of nija and agantuja vikara, that is being categorized based on the natural orifices. When you think about it, the human body, males are having 9 orifices and females are having 12 orifices. So here the orifice, the natural orifice, that is considered to be mouth, which is having the impact on the digestive, normal digestive functioning or the abnormal digestive fire functioning. So that means if any kind of the pathogens, if they are entering from the mouth, so that may be responsible for the Nija type of Vikara. Then any of the pathogen entry is happening from the other natural orifices other than mouth, maybe through the nose, or maybe through the eyes, or maybe through the ears, or maybe through the anus, or maybe through the urethra, vagina, or even through the breasts. In these occasions, from these natural orifices, if any kind of pathogen entry is happening, that may lead to agantuja vikara. Of course, the time frame for agantuja vikara and the dosha vitiation is considered to be 7 days. So before 7 days, so it will be having the, what do you say, that agantuja vikara concept there, wherein the person may be having the discomfort first, but those initiation may not be occurring within 7 days. Only after matter of 7 days, we are going to have the dosha initiation that we are going to expect there. Whereas in case of nija vikara, that is wherein the pathogen entry is happening through the mouth, the person may be having the, what do you say, that the dosha vitiation first, and later these will move from the alimentary canal to intravascular compartment. From there it may move into interstitial compartment or intracellular compartment. The person may have the disease manifestation. Now here, why the this pathogens that will move in different parts of the body, why not it will be moving all of the bodies simultaneously? So that is being actually decided by the nature of etiological factor exposure. So that will be deciding the movement of the dosha or the pathogens from the alimentary canal to the different parts. Sorry for the disturbance. So, continuing with the concept. So, wherever the pathogens are entering, so when you let us look into the alimentary canal itself. So, what actually happens is the pathogens that may multiply either in the stomach, small intestine, or large intestine. Whenever this is happening, so this may move into the intravascular compartment. From there, it will be moving into the interstitial compartment. From there, it will move into the intracellular compartment. Suppose the person is doing more amount of the writing, excess writing, or vegetable cutting, or the exercise in relation to hand. Pathogens entry that will be more to happen to the intravascular compartment of the upper limb. From there, it will be moving into the interstitial compartment of the upper limb. From there, it will be moving into the intracellular compartment of the upper limb. Suppose if the person is doing more amount of walking, jumping, or running, in that particular situation, from uh, the pathogens that may enter from the stomach, small large intestine into the lower limb. From there, it will be moving into interstitial compartment of the lower limb. From there, it will move into the intracellular compartment of the lower limb. Suppose if the person is doing any exercise related to the abdomen or the yoga or exercise, etc., in that particular situation, the pathogens that are present in the stomach, small intestine, large intestine, that may move into the trunk or the thorax or abdomen. From there, it will be moving into the interstitial compartment of the thorax or abdomen. Then it may enter into the the intracellular compartment of the thorax and abdomen. And if a person is doing more amount of the thinking activity or playing chess, etc., suppose if they are all, if pathogens are present either in stomach, small intestine, large intestine, it may move into the intravascular compartment of the head. From there, it may move to the interstitial compartment of the head, and then it may move to the intracellular compartment of the head. So, in this way, depending upon the nidana, so this the fluid or the pathogens that may move into these different compartments. Thereby, there may be a possibility of a disease manifestation. So, take home message from today's discussion: everything is relatable with the physics, chemistry, and biology with Ayurveda fundamentals. Health is considered to be a multidisciplinary concept which is viewed by multiple health ecosystems. One has to have the mastery over the concept of Agni as far as learning physiology or learning altered physiology or learning the restoring of altered physiology are concerned. And we can practice connecting the dots or read between the lines, that means in different concepts of Ayurveda. So that may help us in true learning, deep dive learning. That's all for today. So if you have any of the queries, etc., so let me know. If you're not having any queries, so you can post the queries in this particular session, or you can post the queries after seeing this, or the can give the feedback or the comments. So we will have the discussion in the next session on some other new topic. Thank you.